Okay. Go.
Go where?
Go say the deal's too good to be true.
Hold on, I'm blacking out. Still too quick. I'm not ready for this.
Hey friends, today we're going to talk about some tips if you're a new coin collector, and I am a relatively new coin collector, so this will be good. I can share some of my mistakes, some of my things that work well for me, and then we also have Robert here, who is a coin collector that has bought and sold coins every single day for the past too long for me to remember. If the deal is too good to be true, it's often too good to be true. There's a lot of websites on the internet especially that will be selling you coins that say that they're an ASC, or it's a 1 ounce silver round, or it's an AGE, and those coins get to your house and you find out that they aren't real. You are not going to find ASCs out in the wild for half of melt without taking a huge risk in purchasing those coins. The websites out there that have issues have done a lot of things that daily to remove those listings from being on the internet, but there's always a new listing or a new company or person putting up a fake listing for coins. So you have to be careful that way. If the deal is too good to be true, it's most likely too good to be true. We use a Sigma tester here, which is something that's great for testing your coins. If you are in the area and you have anything that you think looks questionable to you, you're welcome to bring them in here, and we'll be able to tell you for free what kind of metal you're dealing with. We also have a collection to show people of fake coins. I'm going to show you some of them that will give you an idea of how good the fakes can actually be. So we'll show you those, and we'll show you how a Sigma tester works. We really recommend if you're gonna start stacking metals, or if you're gonna get very into coin collecting, a Sigma tester is gonna give you a lot of peace of mind. There's a little bit of an investment price there. There are a lot of different sizes, but we feel that it really pays off. And there's the ability to get them secondhand on the market as well. In fact, our Sigma tester is a secondhand one, and it has worked for years for us. We'll show you what that looks like and what some of the fakes look like and how it works. Let's go look. All right, friends, you might look at this and be happy because you think silver, gold, pretty. These are all fakes. Not one of these is real. They're not real at all. We're gonna look at them closer. Now this, you would think this is real. This is not. This is not real. This is gold plated. The only way that we actually figured that out is by throwing it on the Sigma, and it came back as not being what it speaks to be. So some of the fakes can be relatively indistinguishable, which can be a little bit scary, but that's why we recommend a Sigma or taking them to your local coin shop. Some of them are a lot easier to spot. Like this one, you can just spot kind of with your eyes based on the font. You can kind of see that looks off a little bit. But then this also on the Sigma came back as not being silver, not being an ASC. Some of them are like this, where you're seeing like, oh, this one is cracked. This isn't even made of, this isn't made of silver, so it's definitely not a barber half. Some of them are altered. So like this one, when you send it in to get authenticated, it'll come back as added mint mark. So someone wanted a specific mint mark. They wanted an S mint mark on there, and they just put it on there themselves. This one is a bar that was mixed with silver, so it didn't show up correctly. Also was acid tested and proven that it was not fully silver. It was like 40% mixed with another metal so that they could pass it off. So we'll throw some of these on the Sigma just to kind of show you how the Sigma works. But fakes can be pretty good. If you have less than $30, let's say you have less than $30, you don't have enough to invest in a Sigma. If you have less than $30, your best bet is going to be to get a scale, get a calipers, and possibly get a magnet. That's going to be your best bet. If you're doing a lot of stacking, like I said, a Sigma is going to be very helpful. I'm going to show you the Sigma Pro that we have right now.
Here we have the Sigma Metalytics Precious Metals Verifier Pro. This tests the laser resistivity against the metal that we put for subject testing there. It shoots the little laser. I'm looking for a reading here, a little diagnostic. We're looking for pure silver, and the arrows should be up in the green or yellow, and what we have on these counterfeit coins, such as this one, off and to the side in the red tells me this is not a 999 pure silver.
Show us another one.
And then if, for instance, we want to go to a Morgan silver dollar and look at a counterfeit 1886, we put that under there, and again we get off to the side. It tells us it's thin in diameter and it is not the right metal for a silver dollar.
Now what if we wanted to put an actual coin underneath here? Can we get a real coin?
This one here is a marked 1 ounce pure silver bar. We will go ahead and put that under there, and you can see we have a up arrow in the middle. That's what we're looking for.
Another tip that I'm going to share with you is to be conscious of the coins that you're sending in for grading. So you're going to want to choose coins, obviously, that are going to increase in market value by being graded, and you're going to want to be selective about those coins. There is a fee associated with getting your coins graded, and there's lots of reputable grading companies to choose from. All of them are going to have a little bit of a structure that's different versus how to send it in, or a membership that you need to send it in. You got NGC, you have PCGS, you have CAC, you have Annex. Any of those would be great choices for choosing to send in a coin. You can also choose, if you prefer to just have the coin authenticated, you can do that, and that's a little bit cheaper than getting the coin graded. And sometimes that's just for peace of mind when you have a coin that you're not exactly sure about, that you would like to have slabbed in a holder. Now for me personally, and this is just me as a coin collector, if there's a coin that I really like, especially if it comes to toning, I will actually get that coin graded. Now, that does not mean that that coin is going to increase in value because I've got it graded. I've sent in a lot of coins that I just like the toning of that, you know, don't have a great grade to them. And that's just for me, like personally, to hold the toning at where it's at, because it will keep the coin from getting any more tarnished or change in the color. It'll keep it pretty consistent with what it was when it got put into the holder. So for me, that's a reason to grade a coin, or to kind of preserve it if you want. So if there's coins that have sentimental value to you too, I actually would recommend grading them, even if it isn't gonna increase the market value. And that's not a tip that everyone's gonna agree with, but I feel like it's a great way of keeping that piece conserved and getting it, you know, possible for future generations to get the coin as you got it. If you're looking for a purely like stacking style and improving your collection and increasing the market value, then you're going to want to be a little bit more conservative with which coins you're choosing to get graded. And it takes a little bit of practice. You'll obviously want to make sure that the coin is going to straight grade, which means it's not going to come back as details, cleaned, scratches, you know, other artificial toning, things like that. And you're going to want to make sure that it's going to be a high enough grade that when you come back and it comes back, it's going to be worth the grading fee that you paid. The best advice I have for that is to take your coins to your local coin store or a coin show and get advice from people that you trust. They'll be able to point out a lot of the things that are worth looking for when you're grading a coin, and I feel like that'll give you a good start. And I say this as a beginner like myself. I feel like there is a level of practice that it takes to be able to know what is a good coin to send in. And we've sent in coins obviously that have come back with details before. It's not the end of the world for a coin at all, but it takes practice to have the eye to look at and say this would be a good coin for submission. And that's something that your coin dealer will definitely know and be more than happy to help you with. It's also something that I feel like if you learn a little bit when you go in and bring them in coins each time, you're going to have a better idea when you're looking for yourself. I feel like this is kind of the reason why I'm saying that instead of giving you like a lot of like, hey, this is the coin that you would send in, is because it's so varied, and I feel like I would never be able to cover it in the entire video. So for beginners, I would definitely ask those that are more educated around you about your coin and if it's worth sending in, if you're looking for increasing the value of it. Another great place to check out and ask would of course be your local coin club. The people there are going to have a very wide range of knowledge when it comes to coins, and they'll probably have a very good suggestion for you as to what to do with your coin from there. I hope that part was helpful. We're going to recap it. I'm going to say, if it has sentimental value to you, if you want to hold the condition of the coin, then get it graded. And that the grading fee at that point, it's not to increase the value of your coin, it's just to hold the condition. If you're wanting to increase the value of your coin, you're going to want to be more selective with your coins and to take advice of those that have sent in coins before previously, whether that be a coin shop, coin show, or your friends that have more coin knowledge, or even a coin club. Those are great places to check out. Another tip for you is going to be to shop around. That comes when for buying and selling. So if you have a collection that you want to sell, make sure that you're getting multiple offers on it. Taking it to multiple coin shops, pawn shops, people you know local that buy coins. That would be a great way to get your best offer. It is helpful too, even if there's a dedicated coin shop that you like going to. Let's say you like coming to Big Bear Coin and getting offers from us, and you always feel like we have the best offers. Still shop that around, because it's fluid, and it depends on if you have something in your collection that another coin shop might need. Let's say you're trying to sell a 1921D, and one coin shop has multiples in stock and another coin shop has 0. The one that has 0 is probably going to give you a little bit higher price than the one that has multiples, because they're in need of a coin. So it's always worth, even if you have a dedicated shop you like going to, it's always worth shopping around. Now, when it comes to buying coins for yourself, it's going to be exactly the same as selling. You're going to want to shop around. You can do that in person, obviously, by calling different shops and seeing what their selling price is, by going and visiting local. And you can compare those two with the online market. And the best way to do that, I feel like, is to do eBay sold. So that's going to be your most accurate, like current, free, able to anyone to look price guide, and it is going to be very helpful when it comes to buying or selling, honestly, but it's going to become very helpful when it comes to buying a coin. And even if you are in like let's say you're in the market for one but you don't need it right now, you can look back on the history too and see, has the price kind of fluctuated, and is there a better time to purchase that coin? I'm going to show you a little bit about how to find eBay solds, just for those that don't know how. I'll do that right after this part so that you can see how to look up coins that way. So that's our advice: buy, sell, multiple people, multiple places. That's going to be your best bet. Alright friends, we are on eBay, and I'm going to show you how to look at solds. Don't judge all of my things that I have up there. It looks like I'm planning on looking at some menus of some restaurants and shopping at Nordstrom and making some cookies. Let's look up 1921 D Mercury dime. Okay, that's pretty broad. If I had it in a case, I'd be able to, like if I had it in a holder, I'd be able to look up to, like, the condition of it. So we're looking here, 1921D, Merc. These are all ones that are for sale, okay? And they're raw. We're going to go to filter. And then what we're going to do is scroll down, keep scrolling. Click show more. We're going to go to completed items. You're just going to click this, and you can click sold items too. Now, the sold items is important because you can list anything for any price, like I've said. So we're going to show the results here. Sold 1920D in fine, very fine condition, $195. Sold here, key date, no reserve. This one isn't in as good of condition, $45.03. Now this makes it a little more difficult when you're dealing with raw coins because you're going to have to judge the condition of your coin, and that's going to be based on whether you're getting $195 for your coin or $45 for your coin. So this is a lot easier to do with slabs for beginners because you can just put in the slab and be able to base off that. Is it MS65? What condition is it in? So we're seeing a good selection of solds, and it'll go back. It'll just keep going. I mean, you can keep going. Here's a slabbed one right here in a very good 8, and this is going to be 113. It looks like it was on bid. Here's an album. So the further back we go, sometimes it can get a little bit like choppy as to like adding other things in. Like this isn't necessarily what you're looking for, the album, but overall it's very, very specific. So again, you're just going to go to type in what you like and then go to filter here, and then you got to scroll, show more, scroll, and then turn on sold items. And you can do completed items too if you'd like to see like things that people listed that they didn't necessarily sell, what price that went for. But if you click the sold, it'll show you obviously all the completed sold items.
Cleaning your coins. Did you talk about cleaning your coins? Don't clean your coins. Even if they're dirty or if they have residue, sometimes they're in the old flips and there's like a little green. I would recommend take them to a professional and let them evaluate the level of conservation the coins may need in order to, there may be some that could be restored into a more appealing, collectible looking condition, but for the most part, you're only going to devalue or deface the eye appeal of the coins by cleaning them. Whether that's using different scrubs or solvents, acids, I would just recommend staying away from that. Even a little Kleenex can leave marks on there. I would recommend just leaving the coins the way they are. Separating them out, is okay, but once you start removing the contents on the coins, you can run into trouble. So my recommendation would be don't clean your coins.
Another tip for you. We have so many tips. The next one is going to be to take advice from multiple people. So don't get all your coin knowledge from one place. So don't come to my video, watch my video, and think that you know everything that a beginner needs to know, because you don't. And it's just coin collecting according to Ashley and Robert. It is not coin collecting in general. The best thing you can do too is to have the reference for someone's advice. So take the advice and then look it up in different books or online to have that confirmation of it. Joe Schmo down the road might have great advice, but if there's nothing backing that advice, then how great is his advice? Great places to look would be like Redbook, PCGS, Coinfax. Redbook, there's obviously a price associated with it. It's like a $17 book, but it'll be great if you are collecting U.S. coins and you want like a knowledge on all the U.S. coins. And you can buy like a backdate Redbook for a little bit cheaper, like a used Redbook. The only thing that's going to be different about those is obviously it's not going to have that year's coins. So if you bought the 2024 Redbook, you would be completely fine. I would think you wouldn't be missing out on a lot. Again, PCGS Coinfax is great too. That's something that is easy for anyone to access and get information about coins. I highly recommend it. I'll probably do another video just on PCGS Coinfax and CoinView and all that kind of stuff because it's really cool. But take advice from multiple people.
Now, when you're buying coins, you may be looking at coins that are in holders, and you're looking at coins that possibly may have already been cleaned by somebody else, and that degree of cleaning may not be disclosed or may be disclosed. That depends on where you're buying them. If you're buying authenticated, graded coins already, then you're most likely going to find that disclosed. Buying raw coins, you're going to need to know about what kind of cleanings look like on each series before investing. What my recommendation would be before putting a lot of money into that particular series, ungraded or unauthenticated.
you may be needing to purchase a book maybe and do a little bit of reading beforehand would be my recommendation about that series and what the coin should look like before putting a lot of money. You'll save yourself a little bit of money going down the road just buying the coins graded up front when you're first beginning to get kind of an idea of where the market is putting a high appeal to a coin. That may be one recommendation, or taking extra time to learn about the surfaces of the coin. If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to drop them down below. We'll definitely take a look and see what we can help out with.
Another tip. This one is going to be a little bit hard for some people probably, but it is to share your hobby. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go around telling everyone, hey, I collect coins now, but there are a lot of people that have actually come into our shop that came across a coin collection that they want more information on, or they're looking to sell or looking to trade, that they got from a friend that found out that they were collecting coins. Not everybody collects coins, and there's a great amount of people that have coin collections from grandma or grandpa or dad or uncle, aunt, and they don't know what to do with. So that's a great way to collect a coin collection from someone else. And it also is a great way to enjoy the hobby. I know a lot of people worry about letting someone know, hey, I collect precious metals, like, they're going to be at my house, like stuff like that. People probably think about that. That's why you wouldn't go down the street and tell anyone on the road. But sharing your hobby with your friends, or finding local coin clubs is awesome as well. Go there and you can meet other people that are into the same thing as you and learn a lot from them. Like I said, these are people that you can talk to about sending a coin in for grading, about learning about new coins, or even they do auctions there sometimes. There'll be auctions at coin clubs. So it's a great way to expand on your hobby, learn a lot of new things, and share your knowledge with other people. You never know what you have to offer other people unless you put it out there. So get out there, have a good time, enjoy collecting coins, and share that with other people.
No idea what I'm talking about.